two expressions came through pretty loudly. Stalling for time. That one sort of makes sense. A lot of our readings are about when is it going to happen, why isn't it happening, why is the other person blah blah. And the other one was buzzkill. You know, buzzkill I think can be a legit term of somebody who who just doesn't want to be brought into a low vibration by somebody else's nonsense. But it could also be like a snotty attitude of like, don't bring me down with your, whatever it is. So I'm not sure how that one's falling. And I think that's enough for now. Stalling for time, buzzkill. I don't think that looks like either. This is Page of Cups. Well, this person wouldn't want a buzzkill, that's for sure, because they're just elated. The flush of feeling, the heart activation, has them absolutely having an out-of-body experience. It's like this heart activation and the updraft. The updraft is almost somehow carried part of them. This is this guy. Right now you can see his feet. His, her, their feet. And I just noticed, I've seen it before, but it's so hard to see, that this guy's hand is sticking out and forming one half of the heart. Well, it's a little shadow hand sticking out, forming the heart with another little shadow hand coming in. So they're making the hearty shape. So it's a young love. It's naive. It's hopeful. It's uplifting. It's ripe and ready. Okay. What else can you tell us about Page of Cups, please? What are you head over heels for? Heels over head. I saw that in the pre-shuffle. High Priestess. Well, speaking of heels over head, look at the crown chakra here. The updraft. And it's energy pouring in through there, but it's the entry point. I think this individual has reached a kind of entry point place, because it's a Page of Cups. It's a young energy. And High Priestess is a card of divine feminine receptivity. That's the feminine energy, not gender. Receptivity to the divine, to the Great Spirit. Okay. What is the intuition of the High Priestess? And it's a card of Cancer, Libra, so maybe, well, let's see. An intuition on the part of this person that love is going to come into their life. So they're just imagining it, this shadowy hands here. Feeling what it would feel like. It's really, this person's genuinely transported by this, Page of Wands. Another young energy. This time in Wands, this is somebody powering up, gaining momentum, on the brink of the new path, the new love. And I think they can feel it coming. And it's possible we have a divine masculine or a boyo, on this side, and the girl-o on this side. And it somehow looks like her energy, which is very carefree and full of life and spirit, somehow is revving up, is activating. I don't even think these guys necessarily know each other, but it's like he can feel it. He can feel her energy, Wands. Feel her energy, kind of the raw energy of this other person. And High Priestess in traditional Rider-Waite has pillars on either side. And on the table, these two are on either side as the balance. In traditional Rider-Waite, they're black and white. Here it's male, female. It's like the reconciliation of any apparent opposites. And I'm not sure that's quite the right way to put it. Under Page of Cups, we have Judgment. Again, that updraft thing, whoosh, he goes up. And they're like the hands that are sort of sketchy. That's not quite, but they look ephemeral. It's almost like this person is, their spirit is rising up, being drawn up. And it's like a prayer. It's sort of a beam me up, Scotty energy. A prayer for reconciliation, a prayer for new life, perhaps a prayer for forgiveness, because this is also a card can mean apology. And it looks to me, I was getting that vibe off of this, that a sort of make me clean feeling. Oh, wow. Ace of Cups under High Priestess. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. The prayer for new life. It's something that this person is doing, and they're revving up. They've got this kind of lightsaber. And it's like they're creating potential energy, like if you tighten the spring and then you let it go. That's this person tighten the spring, let it go. It's like a Cupid's arrow almost, that wand she's got in her hand. She lets it go. She lets the potential energy of the wand go, and it's as if it's like Cupid's arrow in this one's heart. I'm not sure she has any, and we're just going to call her, but this Page of Wands person has the intention to do that. I don't think she's on purpose. I don't think that's what she's doing, Wands energy. I think she's getting ready to move. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. That can be self-love. That can be heart activation. She may be inspiring Wands energy, inspiring this one to feel love for themselves. First and foremost, Ace of Cups. This comes first. But there is an element of rebirth, something different and perhaps more out of this world. This guy's disappeared right out of the frame of the card. Like broken some kind of boundary, or, almost like a sound, if the heart activation had a sound, it would break the sound barrier. Break the sound barrier. There may be something about being able to express it. Ace of Cups, heart activation. Page of Cups, I can feel it, and it transports me. What's going on between these two? What's Page of... If she, he or they, not intentionally maybe they are, because wands are pretty intentional. But I think her intention is about her own forward movement. The two things may be happening simultaneously. He gets an inkling of feeling. She's on the beginning of the journey. Wow, under Page of Wands, Moon, card of Cancer. So we got a lot of water energy here. High Priestess, Moon. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. We've got all these cards of rising up, and this is the deep dive. And it's almost like it's that complete that it goes from the depths. And it may be a new love coming to consciousness, but it's almost more like, from the depths of the ocean to right out of the frame, both water energy. Something about being buoyant as a cork, just like... So, and this can be a card of the secret, also of divine feminine. And I said, what is this Page of Wands doing? They may not be doing anything consciously. I mean, in terms of they're not trying to get through to this person. They're just putting energy out there. Is that it? Well, let's clarify judgment, the second chance, or the ascension, or... Judgment can also be a choice, and that's a card of choice. Like as in judgment call. Some decision will be made in 3D that is this kind of impactful. It's the answered prayer. It's the opportunity. Well, let's keep going. I need another one on that Two of Pentacles. A decision. I think on the basis of the decision, there's this spiritual shift. Like these are almost like, the weights shifting. As if some heaviness is removed and this person's sort of ethereal body decision that has very strong and very positive ramifications in 3D. Clarify, okay. On the Moon card, King of Wands. Same energy. But this is the one that is, you know, the embodiment of fire. Fire themselves, the fire walker, the fire king. Ambitious, strong, warm, you know, passionate, intuitive. I love me King of Wands. Maybe Page of Wands is drawn, but he's about doing something. He would be decisive in a choice. He'd know what to do. He'd know where to go. He'd know how to get there. But I don't know why it's the beginning of the journey or the young love. It's not really puppy love, but it's a new feeling. What's the new feeling? King of Wands is feeling some kind of way? Yeah, I'd say. Well, that's interesting. We got Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups can be, you know, considered a card of indulgence, but also if dreams come true. And I think that's what we see here. Is just joy, is just kind of abandonment, is from Page of Cups to Knight of Cups. Love is on the move, and it's really like a treasure trove. You can see the little treasure chest down here. And again, that up in the air thing. You know, all the cups on the fly. And I think this Knight of Cups person feels like they've arrived at some sort of decision, maybe, that is their great happiness. It just makes them happy, and they want to share it with their beloved. It's still kind of young. You know, it's a knight and a page, but it's coming from this guy. King of Wands. Okay, let's see on Page of Wands. What's the new direction? Please, Spirit, tell us what's the new direction. Okay, is it this one? Four of Wands. You know, that's like a beeline to that same kind of joy. There's joy all over this reading. All the people going up in the air, throwing things up in the air, you know. And on the archetypal level, this massive download, and then the rising up. It's some kind of like sacred knowledge, and it seems to have a whole lot to do with love. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, Moon, Four of Wands. That's joy. That's the meeting place. That's somebody finding the way, you know, getting really excited and enthusiastic about this destination. Could be a literal event, a reunion of some sort, a party place. Okay, is it this one? On Ace of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. That's an independent energy. That's somebody who loves their life, who feels complete, who's able to take care of themselves, who has self-love. This is a very positive reading, it looks like, by two people who could really, they may have met their match somehow in each other. And it may have been, I once had somebody say to me, a decision can be arbitrary and, it has to happen, even if it's sort of an eeny, meeny, miny, moe. It can be absolutely essential that this decision be made, regardless of whether you're right or wrong. And I don't think it's quite that, but it's like, I don't think that this person, perhaps the Nine of Pentacles person, had any idea where this choice would take them, what it would result in. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Put them together and you get 18. Moon card. 2 nines, 18. In Major Arcana, 18 is Moon. This full moon in Taurus coming up, earth energy, may be significant. Some decision may be made that Nine of Pentacles person, they've considered it a long time, but they may not, I'm getting the feeling they may not understand the difference it's going to make. Okay, on Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Well, for all the revving up, somebody may be slow getting there, and it might be this person. And I don't think it's like dragging, stalling for time we were talking about before. I don't think that's what this person is doing. They're just getting there. They just don't know how momentous this is going to be. So it's really unexpected. They're just doing the daily life thing. And this strikes me as somebody who's also taken by surprise. They weren't really expecting this to happen. On High Priestess, Seven of Cups. I got that guy yesterday. That's options. Really not being sure about what each connection holds. Paired up with a card of high intuition and water energy. Cancer energy. So there's some degree of people trying to figure out, somebody trying to figure out what they feel. And I think it's the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, the King of Wands person. And I think they were kind of, surprised at how happy this situation made them. I don't understand the connection between these guys, and I have to wrap it up because I know I'm low battery. It's looking good. There is a kind of, where do we take it from here, or what is this going to lead to? I think it surprises both people. They're taken by surprise, but in the sweetest way. Page of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Nine of Cups. It's just surprise. Like, I can't believe This is a dream come true. I got what I yearned for. And it took a while, you know. I love it when I look at one more and it pays off. Wheel of Fortune. You know, this is a destined relationship. In other words, you know, accepting I mean, this is good luck. This is fortune shining on these guys. They're coming together. It's like the momentum of this. This circle that the page's wand is, you know, the after image of the glow of the wand, and this circle of the wheel, it's almost like this person is anticipating this. And they're excited and they're raring to go because they know this is, you know, it's not only the path, it's their destined path. It's destined, but it's also dependent upon making a choice. You know, it doesn't absolutely fall into this person's lap or either person's lap, but there is a bit of that. Like it's a matter of, it's a grace. It's not something you have to earn. It's a love that is, you know, a gift to both of you. Both of these people. There's some figuring out how do we express this love, because it's a big deal. The updraft. Man. Okay. We have Wheel of Fortune, Judgment. Moon card is Cancer. High Priestess is Cancer and Libra. Wheel, Judgment. Some people say Judgment is Scorpio, which makes some sense. You know, it's a change for sure. It's a spiritual change. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.